Charnae Jacq. You know, Charnae Jacq, my greatest regret is not, first of all, setting the proper example. Secondly, by not giving you a solid foundation that you could build on for yourself in the future. I didn't read God's word to you so that it would take root and that you would be able to reasonably and logically compare what you hear to what you see, make a comparison and arrive at an educated conclusion. So without further ado, I got this for you, right? Whether you still have possession of it or not, but I do. So that's what I set down here. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta go to work in a little while. I've been in the hotel for the last 3 days, beating up the internet, trying to find a place to stay. Praying. Last minute, we come through. We thinking it's gonna be suave from here on out. Nope. There's still that hanging on a precipice atmosphere. Like, not really sure if we're gonna make it, but faith is all I got. Outside of that, if I'm looking out there, But before I start reading that, I want to read something else to you. You gonna have to come to an understanding. Knowledge is just a bunch of useless information if you're not applying it. Once you start applying that knowledge, then it becomes wisdom. Unfortunately, you just don't have a solid foundation. You're just stabbing in the dark. And the results is, as you can take a look back and see, since you decided that you was going to take control, what that picture looked like. It's not a pretty picture. It wasn't for me, and it ain't going to be no better for you. The book of Job. Now this guy, let me just start reading. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job. He was an upright man of integrity. He feared God and shunned what is bad. 7 sons and 3 daughters were born to him. His livestock amounted to 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 1,000 cattle, and 500 donkeys, along with a very large number of servants. so that he became the greatest of all the people of the East. Each of his sons would hold a banquet at his house on his own set day. They would invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. After a series of banquet days was complete, Job would send for them in order to sanctify them. Then he would get up early in the morning and offer up burnt sacrifices for each of them. For Job said, "Maybe my sons have sinned and have cursed God in their heart, or their behavior and choices." That is what Job would always do for his children. Now the day came when the sons of the true God entered to take their station before Jehovah, the angels, and Satan also entered among them. At that time, he still had freedom of movement. Then Jehovah said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered Jehovah, "From roving about on the earth and from walking about in it." And Jehovah said to Satan, "Have you taken note of my servant Job? There is no one like him on the earth. He is an upright man of integrity, fearing God and shunning what is bad." The King James Version says, "eschewing evil." Say what? Have you not? At that, Satan answered Jehovah, "Is it for nothing that Job has feared God?" Which, yeah, it's not for nothing. I mean, I have had to have this conversation. There's a reason. I'll get to that in a second. Have you not put up a protective hedge around him and his house and everything he has? And his livestock is spread out in the land. But for a change, stretch out your hand and strike everything he has, and he will surely curse you to your very face. And Jehovah said to Satan, "Look, everything that he has is in your hand. Only do not lay your hand on the man himself." So Satan went out from the presence of Jehovah. Now on the day when his sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house, messengers came to Job and said, "The cattle were plowing and the donkeys were grazing beside them, when the Sabeans attacked and took them, and they killed the servants with the sword. I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." Messing with his income. While he was still speaking, another one came and said, "Fire from God fell from the heavens and blazed among the sheep, and the servants consumed them. I am the only one who escaped to tell you." Most likely a lightning storm, indicating that Satan can actually influence the weather. While he was still speaking, another one came and said, "The Chaldeans formed 3 bands and made a raid on the camels and took them, and they killed the servant with the sword. I am the only one who escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, yet another one came and said, "Your sons and your daughters," now all his possessions are gone, "your sons and your daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house. Suddenly a great wind came, There it is again. From the wilderness, and it struck the four corners of the house, that it fell on the young people, and they were killed. I am the only one who escaped to tell you. At that, Job got up and ripped apart his garment and cut the hair off his head. Then he fell to the ground and bowed down and said, Naked I have come out of my mother's womb, and naked I will return. Jehovah has given, and Jehovah has taken away. Let the name of Jehovah be praised. Continue to be praised. In all of this, Job did not sin or accuse God of doing anything wrong. Job didn't know about Satan. Satan had not been revealed to anyone. He was still hiding under his little mask. Job didn't know that somebody evil was responsible for what was going on to him. All he knew was Jehovah. Surely Jehovah, the God of the universe. This must be from him. It's only logical. Who else could it be? And that he says that in the rest of the book. Who else could it be? He had no idea that there was a darkness, an enemy with a title, not really a name, but a title. He doesn't even deserve a name. There's only titles, those aren't names. So, until you learn to distinguish right from wrong, which seems a very long way off, and evil from good, you're going to continue to run into brick walls, bump into things and bang into things and hurt yourself and feel miserable every single day. And that drug that you're taking is not going to bring about any permanent resolution. It's an illusion. It disappears like smoke, like magic. Abracadabra. You might as well be doing some witch's brew crap, because that's exactly what drugs are, is a bunch of witch's brew, and it opens the doors to demons, and they come in and they stick all kinds of things in you and get off on your misery. And you like this here, you can't see a darn thing. I done been where you at. I'm trying to warn you, and you fighting me the whole way. It just boggles my mind. I just can't wrap my brain around it. And so obviously, you're not who I think you are. Obviously, there is something else living inside you that is not holy, and it has taken over. And if it weren't for the fact that I didn't think that I would ever see my child again, I would squeeze your neck until the life left you and your air supply was cut off, because you are hurting someone that I love, and I want to hurt you for it. But at the same time, I know that I would really be hurting you, because you riding back seat to this demon that's driving you all over whichever way, that in the entirely wrong 1,300 miles in the wrong direction. And before I have to fight you, I will let you go. Before I have to, I will let you go. It's gonna hurt me more than it hurt you. Mama said it's gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. I never understood that, because she seemed to just take such joy in causing me pain. It was relentless. Mama said, a hard head make a soft derriere. And she didn't use the word derriere. And I think that was the only time that she did use a curse word. Mother never cursed. Me, on the other hand, they fly like rocks under a weed eater. I gotta have a rubber band around my hand. Give myself a little pop. Your attention span probably blanked out 16 minutes, probably blanked out 15 minutes and 45 seconds ago. Jesus Christ. I don't know what else to do with you, but I'll keep poking your little bubble of bliss, hoping to get your attention, and pray that I'm present when your whole world come crashing down, because I know it will. I know where you're going. I done been there. It's crazy that you think that you deserve and reserve the right to suffer as you so choose. You are not the only one who's going to be suffering. We got to suffer with you. And you are just repeating the same pattern that I established. You're supposed to be better. You're supposed to be able to see where I went wrong and say, hold on. But nope. You going to just do the same, if not worse. It hurts me real bad to watch you do it. And demand to be left. So I don't think any further is going to be. I think you've noticed already that I just done. Because if it turns to the alternative, that's not going to be effective and beneficial. I'd rather not make things worse, because they're already about as bad as they can get. You have to be honest with yourself and say, man, ain't none of this, none, not one thing is right about where you are and what you're doing. Your mother is putting up such a good facade of just holding herself together. Because, boy, look at her. Inside, she can't stand my guts, my breathing and living, because of what you are doing. You don't want to listen to me. I'm trying to help you because you are old enough to know how to walk. So me carrying you or somebody carrying you, you still think somebody's supposed to carry you. You're supposed to be doing these things on your own, but you ain't going to be able to do them doing the stuff you're doing. And you just don't understand that you have to let go of what you hold on to in order to progress, to move to the next level. As long as you hold on to the stuff that you swear all this stuff is good for you, but it ain't. I would hate for you to turn around and be my age, looking the way I look right now, because you are already this close. Your whole appearance, your whole body and makeup, the last time I saw you, honey, we had to just act like we didn't see nothing. I just acted like I ain't see none of that. I don't think you looked at yourself. You cannot be being honest with yourself. Because the proof is all over. It's just written all over you. You got this, honey. All I can do is pray for you at this point, because you just done swan dive off a goddamn cliff. My mama used to sit there and try to talk to me. Well, I please just beat me so I can just stop looking at you and listening to your mouth. I didn't want to hear nothing my mama had to say. And boy, did she like to talk. She liked to whoop and she liked to talk. Just whoop me and get it over with. I don't know what to do with you. I really don't. And you're killing me. Every day, stab right in the chest. And you're doing it to your son too. He gonna get to an age and he gonna look at you and be like, fuck are you? The same way I suppose you doing to me right now, because you showed you ain't even scared to do it no more. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't even wrap it around my mind. It's like, and what the fuck am I supposed to do? What do you expect me to do? Just give up? You expect me to just give up? You really feel like, you think that's what type of person I am? I'm just finna let this just fuck it. It's over, it's ruined, and just quit? What kind of example would I be setting? Listen, not today. You got to reach pretty far back, as a matter of fact. You got to reach back that way, and that is the opposite of logic. You don't reach back, you stretch forward toward the goal. You don't reach back. You don't have to reach back to be digging up some mess by me. Oh, well, you can't say nothing about me and what I do today. Nothing. So you might as well just put down that rock, because it's not helping you get where you got to go. You stuck holding that boulder, stuck in one spot. Confucius say, let that shit go. Jesus Christ. You need to put that mess down on paper and be very specific. Shred it up in a little bit of shreds, burn it, throw it in the ocean in a little bottle cap, toss it. Just get as ceremonial as you possibly can. Bury it. Whatever. You got to do something. Throw it off I don't know. You got to do something. Walk to a bridge and slang it off the goddamn bridge. You got to do something. Because you is going to sit right in your filth and your mess and your misery until you rot and melt into a pool of sewage. Smelling the high heaven. Look at yourself in the mirror and cuss that motherfucker out that you see and say, listen, bitch, stop fucking with me, hoe. You fucking my shit up. You sorry, no good sack of piece of shit. I ought to kick your fucking ass. You cuss that bitch out that you see and is looking at you back in the fucking mirror. Cause that bitch is fucking you. You need to get dirty on that hoe. Say, listen, you nasty hoe, bitch. Quit fucking up my shit. You got my whole family fucked up. And I ought to kill you. That's what you need to start doing.
Hey, chill out.
Straight
Come
like
out,
that.
Baby. Alright.
Now somebody's saying I'm crazy. Alright.
I'm not.
I'll show you.
Put words in my mouth.
I'll show you crazy.
I said calm down, it's okay.
I'm finna go. I got things to do and more things to do. I tell you what, it ain't gonna be for a lack of trying. I just don't know what else to dang do. You just getting on my ever loving. I don't know what to do. I'll pray for you, little tattletale. Why is my watch on like that? I love you. I truly do. More than you'll know. I can go to the end of the world for you. But I'm not going to be able to. I can't make you do. I can't make you want it. As long as you want misery and filth and dysfunction, that's exactly what you're going to get. God is going to let you have exactly what you're looking for until you learn to look for something else. Once again, I love you. Don't you ever forget it. You seem to have done that. I hope something jogs your memory.